sometimes, like, when you do something, you feel like, man, he's not gonna forgive me for what I done. Whether you're a whoremonger, whether you're an alcoholic, drug addict, whatever it is, man, like, he found me. And so, if he can do it for me, he'll do the same for you. You found me when I was all alone. You found me when I was doing wrong. You found me, I was on my way to jail. You found me, I could've went to hell. You found me when I was all alone. You found me when I was doing wrong. You found me, I was on my way to jail. You found me, I could've went to hell. And doing what I want, when I want it. I didn't care about the consequences. And whoever it may offend. I was savage. I was gang banging, rolling 60s. I was hitting licks, smashing chicks, partying all night, drunk as a skunk. My life was a movie and it's starring me. With the ladies, they call me Pistol P. They know me for taking down my enemies. I wasn't a joke. Anybody got beef, I gave them smoke. Then the light came, I put my hands up, and it shone so bright, I couldn't stand up. A voice said to me, repent. This is where it ends. Come to me. You found me when I was all alone. You found me when I was doing wrong. You found me, I was on my way to jail. You found me, I could've went to hell. You found me when I was all alone. You found me when I was doing wrong. You found me, I was on my way to jail. You found me, I could've went to hell.
Diamond in the rough, now you clean me up. If you burn me truly, your judgments will be just. Remember you put me in them cuffs. Even though I was down, yeah, you stayed up. We came up, every day I prayed up. My track ride in the backslide, it changed up. Went to searching for truth, is when you showed up. They get me to turn my back, they couldn't pay enough. Being wicked was easy, just like a layup. If sins was being a sin, I could power up. If sins was like some Pringles, I ate more than one. If sins was like my fingers, I got more than one. Search far and wide, but it's over now. Praise Yah, I was found in the lost and found. I used to never stand a chance, now I'm homeward bound. That's a movie, if you knew me, I'm the golden
You
child.
found me when I was all alone. You found me when I was doing wrong. You found me, I was on my way to jail. You found me, I could've went to hell. You found me when I was all alone. You found me when I was doing wrong. You found me, I was on my way to jail. You found me, I could've went to hell.
Brought to you by the Light Magazine and Kingdom Culture Radio. The gold carpet rolls out for the Drip and Sip remix. So go get your pre-sale tickets now at tlhmagazine.net. Yup, RSVP for this righteous party you won't forget. The Light. Brought to you by the Light Magazine and Kingdom Culture Radio.
What's going on? It's your brother Judas, son. It is going down February 18th. I will be in attendance at the Drip and Sip.
Everybody, listen, this is Ayoki Yahoo. Friendly reminder, another one. Drip and Sip remix number 5.
That's right, the 5th annual Drip and Sip. It's going to be at the White Diamonds Bar and Grill in Dallas, Texas. I want to see y'all there.
Drip and Sip, value fast, see you at the remix, it's party time. Drip and Sip, value fast, see you at the remix, it's party time. Drip and Sip, value fast, see you at the remix.
Stay rolling, but God love the trap. Maybe you heard that he it all day and all night. Get it by any means necessary. Out the mud like a gopher, they dig it. Everybody gon' eat, so everybody grind hard, so the work stay flippin'. Won't miss a quick lick in spot, they'll hit. Gotta feed they kids, so they stay moving them bricks. Keep stash at the crib, or in the glove, or the wheel. And the chicks that be in the mix will strip just for them chips. At the club, they be so lit. Fresh outfit, iced out on drip. Won't stop, nope, never quit, so they risking border trips. It's a lot going down in the trap, but still a lot of good in the hood. God's hand, not slack, won't ease up. Reach down when he sent Jesus. It's so real, it's a jungle. Gorillas, no glue, lace frontal. That's 100, no fraud, but Jesus Christ, King and his Lord. It feel real good, mobbing through the hood, don't it? Good peeps, good food, good fam, in the cuts, in the clubs, and the trap stay rolling. But God love the trap. Maybe you heard that he lame, don't care what you heard, he ain't with that some gang gang. Go to church if you scared how you figure. Kingdom hitters, we pulling true triggers. Maybe you heard that Jesus people weak. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe you heard we scared to be in these streets. Whoa, oh. Maybe you heard that God don't really see what you're going through or hear you when you fall to your knees. Maybe you heard that he's not really there, and sometimes you be feeling like he don't even care. I know he can take all your pain away, cause he a pro at turning all your nights into days. When life gets crazy and things go sideways, like Granny used to say, trouble don't last always. His grace and mercy carry long, yeah, yeah, it has no limit. He'll send hitters filled with the spirit straight to your city. Suited, we booted, full armor, yeah, it be our fit. Setting captives free with his word strapped to our hip, and we don't miss. It feel real good, mobbing through the hood, don't it? Good peeps, good food, good fam, in the cuts, in the clubs, and the trap stay rolling. But God love the trap. Maybe you heard that he lame, don't care what you heard, he ain't with that some gang gang. Go to church if you scared how you figure. Kingdom hitters, we pulling true triggers.
Oh.
Hey,
the face.
In case you didn't know, that's Triple D, man. That's Triple D, man. Yeah. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We'd like to welcome everybody to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. I'm your host here, Yeshua Judah. We got Ayo Ben Yahuba Nashel Lahai as well. And as promised, we got two special guests tonight that will be performing at the Drip and Sip 5th annual this February. So please don't forget. I guess without further ado, we're just going to bring in our first guest. I'm just going to call it Harvest. I told her I mess up Chris. I talked to her in the backstage. I told her, hey, I mess up an average name. So we're going to let her introduce. Exactly. We're going to introduce both of them. And one we know in particular, he is I am in the faith. DJ J. Yoel Judah. We're finna bring them in. So here we go. All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. What up? What up, man?
Going. All right.
Everyone. Hello. Welcome.
Is everything copacetic? Can we hear? Everything is on cue?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's far. We good. We good.
All right, then. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I am glad to have you here on the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. Again, I want to apologize because your music has went up under my radar. I have not heard of it, but now that I heard of it, I will put it in rotation for sure. Yeah. When I first put you in, I saw that you was from Dallas. I hear Delta. I said, oh, she from Dallas? She said, yeah. I say, what part of Dallas? She said, Oak Cliff. I said, okay, then. Yeah. So I'm living in Houston, but I'm born and raised Dallas. I'm Dallas through and through, man. So yeah, good to meet you.
Oh, this was good to meet
you. Yeah.
Brother, what part of Dallas from?
Well, I was born in West Dallas, but I was raised in Pleasant Grove.
All right,
Pleasant
PG.
Grove, yeah. Pleasant Grove gave me my, I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, Pleasant Grove was my upbringing. I put it that way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, EJJ, you're well. How you doing, brother?
Man, everything cool. chilling.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, man. So y'all excited about the drip and silk?
Yeah, as much fun as the last one was, I've been ready for it to come back. I speak about it every chance I get. Mm-hmm.
It came back around quick, man. Yeah, last one was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this one, man. It's gonna be really fun. So is it Harvestage? Harvestage? That's it. It's Harvestage.
Well, my name, Harvestage is the name of my record label, but my artist name is Harvest. But Harvestage is the name of the label. Yeah.
And you're gonna have to forgive me too, because your music flew under the radar. But now that track I just heard, listen, that was dope. I love it. So my question is to you: are you going to bring that same energy to the drip and sip? This is your first one, right?
It is, brother. Okay. Yep.
It is,
and I'm bringing that same energy. That's the goal. That's the plan.
All right. So can we? So with that same energy, let me ask you this: do you do any kind of traditional rehearsals or planning for your stage performances, or do you just get up there and just let the spirit fall and just work? How do you rehearse, or how do you do?
Well, truthfully, brother, depends on my schedule. It depends on the event and my schedule. I do try to rehearse, even if it's nothing else but in my own house, right? If I don't have a venue or platform that I can get to, right? But sometimes I don't have time to rehearse. I just get up there and the Lord, the Spirit have to just, you know what I'm saying, use me. And those be the best times, because you totally and solely dependent on Him. Not what you pre-rehearsed and what you already planned out. So I just believe in allowing the Spirit to use you regardless of what comes your way, what situation or whatever. So
wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right. Oh, good. That's good. I'm looking forward to seeing you, sis. I
am. Well, there's actually 3 members in the group. Am I correct?
We have 4 artists. 4. One is in South Carolina, but 3 DFW. JUL is my bro. We've been rocking together for a couple of years. So he's the crew on the label. And Miss Chosen, she wasn't able to make it tonight. And she's a female MC. She's super dope as well. So it's us 3 here out of DFW, Dallas Fort Worth.
Wow. Okay, then that's what's up.
That's what I want. I wanted to say that real quick. I know Israel is just used to seeing me as DJ Dr. J, but musically, this crew right here, Harvestage.
Harvestage. Yeah. Well, I know both of y'all got bars now. So I'm like, man, I'm ready to hit the whole group now. I'm like, man, okay.
For sure. I remember when I met you, JOL, which was last year, right around this time last year, man. My first time meeting you when we came to the the pre-event of the Drip and Sip. You was there.
Yeah, TCW.
I knew that you was a DJ, but then I did my first time seeing your bars was when you was on Red Wine with Jamil the Trunk. I said, wait a minute, this brother here got flow like that. Say, man, you came out the rack, bro. You almost sounded like Dr. Dre. I had to rewind it and say, this brother got bars. You distorted, baby. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. So I have a question for you. I know you are a part of the crew of Harvest, right? Hold on 1 second. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I hear.
Y'all hear that? I don't know what that is.
It's on now.
Okay, then. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's new. We find new stuff on the Truth Be Told.
Only her.
We find new stuff, man. But so, will there ever be a single with you, JOL?
Oh yeah, it's in the works. I mean, like I said, I've been sick. I've been kind of sick lately, but Yeah, man. Sickness had me at a standstill for a minute, but I'm definitely in the yo. My new music is in the works. I will be dropping something soon. A lot of stuff I've been,
I think
a lot of
somebody
stuff
might be too close to a speaker or something. That's what that sound like. That sound like a reverb. I don't know. Somebody got a volume up or something. But that sound like a reverb. Yeah. Mute that one. Are you all on mute? I'm gonna mute mine. Go ahead, Yale. I'm gonna mute mine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a lot of stuff that I've been coming out with lately is just stuff that I've been featured on, but music for me is definitely in the works and will be out soon.
Cool, awesome. I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, I can as well. I think you're doing it the right way too, because I don't know, maybe everybody was like me, maybe not. You know, I just did not know that you had the skills that you possess. So you featuring yourself. So by the time yours drop, people gonna be waiting on that, man. And so, you know, we cannot wait. Is the whole crew gonna be there at the Drip and Sip? Everybody, everybody is 214 and the did you say Carolina? Did you say the other one was in Carolina?
The
other group member?
The other group members in Carolina. Oh, Harvey muted.
There it is again.
Yeah. Right. I think that's coming from Harvey's side. Yeah, we're getting a bad reception from Harvey's side, but that's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we done been through worse over here, boy.
What you talking about? We done had to shut the show down.
We done been stuck.
Oh yeah, man.
And they be buffering.
We done had fireworks
going. Hasatan be trying to attack the show like, nah, we can't let it go down like that.
Right.
I do got one question for JOL or Harvest. In this day and time, you guys have to be well knitted together and great friendships to have a group with different personalities, different. So how do you? What's the formula to managing that these days? I know we have technology, internet, where you can FaceTime and rehearse and do things, but what's you guys' formula? Just keeping the most eye closed and just going. What's you guys' formula for keeping a group together like that?
Harvey, you want to start it off, or you want to let me start that one off?
You can start it, bro. I'm wanting to make sure I work out any type of technical difficulties. I think I'm having some streaming problems, but you can start it off, bro.
Man, yeah. For one, yeah, most definitely keeping the most eye close. For two, you know, we also have a strong, solid team, you know, management team backing us. And, you know, we got this thing between us where we have these prayer calls every Monday where we get to, you know, we create a safe environment for every member on the team to express, you know, what we're going through, stuff that we need prayed for, and, you know, where we can express that love for one another without judgment, without negativity, without other members looking down on the one member who's going through a lot.
Wow.
That's what's up. Sound like accountability for each other. Because I'm kind of like when it comes to groups, it's kind of hard nowadays to have groups because everybody be so single-hearted. And so you would have to be an unselfish individual to be able to be a part of a group nowadays. So we are glad, so very glad that you guys have chosen to be with us. JOL. You already know, man, we got to get back with you, man. It's been a long time coming, bro. You know, we got to get you on the show, right? We got to get you on the show. Come and sit down with us. And Miss Harvest,
Yeah.
We're going to be bringing you back as well. We cannot wait to see you guys at the Drip and Sip. We're going to be there. The Truth Be Told Flex Podcast, we're going to be there as well. So please sit down with us when we're there at the Drip and Sip. Give us a little bit of information and how it's going to go. So the last question I want to ask before we get up out of here is what to expect. What should we expect from Harvesty at the Drip and Sip? Because I'm going to hold you to it. When you tell us what to expect, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to hold you to it.
Well, you can expect a lot of energy. You can expect a lot of fun. You can expect a lot of bars.
Okay.
You can expect a lot of melodies as well, because me and Miss Chosen, we don't just have bars. We also sing. She also arranges. We produce. It's a lot. We got, gifts and talents, I guess you can say, that we just deep on. Like my brother DJ, Dr. J, he's not just, a DJ on the ones and twos. He also spit bars, five bars. So just expect a lot from us, a diversity. Just get ready to turn up with us. That's all I can say. Just get ready to turn up with us.
Hey.
For the kingdom,
Yeah. Right. I'm talking about it.
Well, all praises to the Most High. We cannot wait, y'all, here to hear on the Truth Be Told Flex Podcast. We got MC Harvest. We got the AJO Judah in the house. We're going to have Harvest G on the stage at the 5th annual Drip and Sip. We cannot wait. So with that being said, we're finna run one of their cuts right now. We're going to get up out of here, and then we're going to bring another artist to the show that's going to be on the Drip and Sip. With that being said, shalom.
Shalom.
Let's get ready to rumble.
You can call me Harvest. It's what my daddy called me. I've been on a mission, reaping souls for my king. Yahweh is his name. You can keep the fame, and I lift my savior, Jesus Christ, no shame. Heavyweight first class, got me yo swole. I be lifting weight, pulling down all strongholds. Plus I got my peeps in my squad, so we lead. We so quick to hit our knees when we break. Demons bleeding to ride or die gang, contended for our fate. And we never scared, so we storm hell's gates. Dressed to the teeth, we drip out in full armor. Training in this righteousness, his spirit makes us stronger. Growing in this word, so our vision it gets sharper. Got the living word walking with us, so we conquer. When the enemy attack, we don't fall back. I can't respect with an army of angels who got our back.
Let's step up in this weight class, exercise the weight blast. On your heart, put a fake badge, guaranteed get a great pass. We building a great mass, morning pause to break fast. But in the spirit, don't break fast, so fast break, make the face last. We stand on face scale, live life, let it weigh well. Testimony, straight tell, so many blessings break the scales. Escaping the dumb hell, lift his name like dumbbells. Drop a Christ, be a dumb fail, them righteous prayers must prevail. Speak up, no mumble lips, clear sound, no muffled grips. Serving God on that humble tip, run and jump through the humble flips. Just had to come to grips, truthfully we own none of this. Had to erase that tug of sin, recognize that true love is his. I'm glad that he bring us bars, protein in the name of God. 5-star, Doc J, Willa Harvard, we training hard. Our biggest flex is Jesus' name inside of our membranes. They crazy praise is insane, better to walk in his name.
This cow was trying to murk us all. Well, if we die tonight, instead of running, we gon' stand tall. Someone should have told him, pride comes before the fall. When you come against the one, man, you come against us all. Thinking you gonna get us with Christ, he be Alanista. Cause an eternal diamond list to hellish Bona Vistas. Hope this message affects you. I ain't trying to press you, trying to clip the devil, fold him up just like some vegetables. Enemy coming at you, trying to trap you like an animal. Snatching up all our youth, lock him up just like some cannibals. He can keep you from your freedom, holding on just like you need him. When it's time to sell your soul, then the price is simply political. 2,000 years ago, plus blood, sweat, and water. The veil was ripped and shattered, Satan went before the Father. Colosseum was set, Satan made his final charge. Mercy conquered the Titan, I'm infamously reborn. Are you ready? Hold the line, grab your swords, it's time to fight. Let's end the pain, let's end the suffering. Let's stop the struggling, end all the hustling. We want our families back, no hesitation. Want our communities back, let's take the nation. Are you ready? Cause now is the time. Let's let these haters know that the devil is alive.
I ain't never gonna be who he told me to be. I ain't never gonna think how he told me to think. I ain't never gonna amount to anything. That's what he told me, and then we got up in the ring. See, I have to fight for my life. I have to Crucified as a wife, had to fight through the strife. But my God be with me so nice. He gave me a spiritual fire to be misaligned. But I'm casting out on a wordplay of the enemy's hate. I need no escape. Standing out, standing ground. I got my faith and I receive my crown. He'll forever be mine. What he told you. You feel for his lies, but you're prone to. But you gotta keep on kicking, he'll own you. Cause you're a child of the kingdom. He loves you. Resisting him is becoming my mindset, yeah. So it's nothing you can do with that. Yo, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. I flex on the devil, I flex on him. Yeah, I flex on the devil, flex on him. Yeah. When he try to take my life and he try to kill my vibes, I fall to my knees and I cry out, yeah.
Look at man, Drippin' Sip gonna be. Drippin' Sip gonna, it's gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be fire. Exactly. Yeah. So we would like to thank them so much for stopping through, spending that time with us. We're definitely going to get them back on the show a little bit later. Can't wait to see them at the Drippin' Sip. At this particular time, we're going to bring in another artist that's going to be at the Drippin' Sip that's going to keep this thing going. We got Shemayam.
Yeah.
Wow. Did I say that right?
Shemayam.
Yeah. How you doing, sis?
I'm
Shalom.
Good.
Shalom. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Ayob. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Ayob.
Welcome to the show. We're glad to have you. I think I know you opened up F3 Family Fest, right? And a great rendition of our national anthem. And I was excited to hear you also perform. What can we expect from you from this your first Drippin' Sip? Is this your first?
Absolutely. It's my first.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. I was supposed to be in the last Drippin' Sip, but life be lifing,
Absolutely.
So yeah, this is the first Drippin' Sip. I'm excited to come and worship and just, spend time with the brews, but most of all, give all the praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and just, put my craft out there. Hopefully, y'all love it.
We're gonna love that energy. Also, I wanted to ask you, where are you from?
I am from. Okay, so it's weird. I was born in Texas.
Okay.
I am from, but I was raised in Florida. So I say from Florida because I went, graduated and everything from there. But then I'm back here in Texas. I'm in Fort Worth.
Okay. So you in the DFW area?
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year at the Drippin' Sip and at the Hebrew Wall Street Community Fair, that was my first time in Dallas. And I will say Dallas, the DFW area, it just felt like home. So a lot of my brews, brothers and sisters, Shears from there, Sister Delta, a lot of you guys are from that area.
Girl.
And,
that's my girl.
That's sis right there. So I'm excited to see you. Excited. Like I said, great job at the F3 Family Fest. From artist to artist, before I turn it to Cheer, let him ask you, what is your process? When you write your songs, do you write your hooks first, your verse? Do you just let the Ruach lead? Is it different for each song? What is your process?
It's a mixture of all of that. But mostly it's the Ruach. So if I have somebody making an original beat for me, I kind of can pull from what I hear in my own head, right? Because I'm actually looking for somebody for something that I got really, really special. So I need somebody to be able to pull all out of my brain. But mostly it's the Ruach. If I hear something and that beat gives me some sort of vibe, words just come. Yeah. I call myself, and it's funny because people be like, girl, you weird, but I know. I call myself the prophetic psalmist because whatever you pretty much play, I can sing something to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much it's going down. That dripping sip.
Oh,
Is
it's
what you're
going
saying.
down. It's
All right.
going down.
Okay.
It's going down. And I'm gonna just tell you a quick experience. The video that a piece of like one of my songs that I put out today, right? Um, I saw myself and I was like, man, I know what I can do better. I know what I can do different. You know what I mean? I know all the things that I want to be doing. You know what I mean? So this right here is just like a growing opportunity and a growing experience. Like I've been singing since I was a little girl. Um, I can't remember when I wasn't. My dad's a pastor, you know what I'm saying? My family, I grew up in the church. I'm a Kojic kid, but coming into this truth and understanding some different things is giving me a different inspiration and some different things to write about.
Wow. Awesome.
All praises.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
You almost, I mean, just from what you told me, you almost make me want to just like give a whole full-fledged interview right now, man, because you just dropped some jewels right there that just got me, but we're not gonna do it because we already got a schedule, so we gonna stay. My wife get on to me all the time that you gonna stick to the
As
process.
she should.
You gonna stick to the process.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's awesome. You have such a soulful look about yourself, which is so deaf, right? But so if I was to look at you and someone was to ask me what type of music she make, I would say off the top that it's neo soul. Now I'm in the blind because again, you're another artist that I have allowed to go under my radar, and I don't think that's a bad thing because most artists that goes under my radar, when I find out about them, they be super dope, and I don't think that it's gonna be no different when it comes to you.
Right.
But am I gonna get a neo soul vibe?
You're definitely gonna get a neo soul vibe. In a lot of songs I've already done. The promo that you probably have already, it is more so a wake up Israel type of song.
Yeah.
It doesn't to me, I haven't really been able to figure out what genre that necessarily is. It's for the family, it's for everybody. And it just talks about the things that like we need to rise up. Everything that we thought we knew is like not been true. And I wish that we hadn't got a chance to do the entire song, but I'm just thankful that we were able to do what we did out there at the Hebrew Summit in Florida. It was in Tampa, Florida this year. I mean this quarter, and I'm just excited to put it out there. And I do have a song called "Will You Be Ready?" And will you be ready? It's kind of that neo soul that you're looking for. Some people say a little bit of Jill, a little bit of Erica, a little bit of So
okay,
all right.
So the Hebrew Summit, that's where Ron Dalton was at. Am I correct?
Ron Dalton. This was Elder Zaquan, Frank Zaquan, Masharal Yashala puts it on. Yeah.
Okay, then I was thinking about something else, but yeah, that was in Florida. But yeah, man, I cannot wait. Me myself personally, I cannot wait to see you perform. I know you got the roots because you straight south from Texas to Florida, back to Texas. You know, don't nobody do it like we do it down here in the South. So I know it's going to be super dope. I'm glad to have you here on the show. And like I tell everybody else, you did just stop by for the night. You stopped by for a period. We're going to bring you back to this show. You're going to sit down and you're going to have your time with Mr. Ayob Ben Yahoo. He got a whole session. What's your session called, bro?
The R&B Hook Podcast,
which
is a podcast of the Truth Be Told Flex Podcast.
Right.
Come on, I gotta have you back.
I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, let's get it done.
You back. We're going to definitely have Harvest G back as well, but we cannot wait to see you guys at the Drip and Sip. You're going to have to stop by the table as well at the Drip and Sip because we will be posted there. We will be conducting interviews as well. So as I had asked Harvest G, I'm going to ask you the same question. And like I told Harvest G, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I'm going to hold you to it.
Okay.
What are we to expect?
Oh, you expecting lit? What are you talking about?
Okay.
You expecting vibes, straight up vibes. I used to be a praise and worship leader. So I love to sing to y'all. So it doesn't even really matter what the music sounds like. It just matters what he puts in my spirit to say. So everything else is just what it is. So we could do a freestyle session at the Drip and Sip if y'all
Come
want.
on now.
I'm not even tripping. And I'm not no rapper. I'm not no rapper. I don't think I can anyway. I never tried.
Right.
She said she never tried.
No, I never tried. But some days I have my Lauryn Hill going on, and I'll be thinking I'm Lauryn Hill. So I might find out a few things. But hopefully you guys get to hear everything. My music should be coming. I have 3 songs coming out next week. I'm putting them out as we speak. Anyway. So hopefully you guys can love it and tell me about it. Want to do some collaborations, everything. I'm just ready to wake up our people so we can get up out of here.
Yeah, I would love to collab with you. I'm like the okay, I'm just kidding. I don't say.
No. Wrong wheelhouse. I gotta keep him honest. I
don't say.
Look, she said, "I ain't fool. You ain't fooling me."
He can, however, rap. He has a hidden talent he hasn't told y'all about. He absolutely can rap. So,
well, I got one coming. That's called "We Got Next," and I've kind of been soliciting a couple of verses. I've heard some things that I like and some things, but I haven't heard it yet. So I might just be able to send you the beat and tell me what you're working with.
No, I'm old. I'm 50 years old. We had one of the dopest MCs in Israel. Top 5. Brother laid it down. You know why he said he laid it down? Brother laid it down. He said he too old. I feel just like him. I'm ready to go fishing.
You know what? There's a lot of tapping going on. You might need to take your hat off.
Yeah, please.
I told him, sis, come to the R&B side. We don't never get old.
See,
we'll be 137 still singing.
I see a hand up. I don't know if you're familiar with Jamil the Trunk.
Jamil is volunteering. Hit him up.
Hey,
I'm gonna go back on the live.
Jamil the Trunk Rattler.
Jamil, make sure you hit me up in my inbox. All right.
Oh yeah. I'm going to get your contact information from Sister Delta if that's okay with you.
Okay.
We're definitely going to stay in contact. When that music drop, please share that music with the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. I don't know if you're familiar with this set or not. Check us out. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Hey, we cannot wait to see what it is you got to do for us at the Drip and Sip. Cannot wait to meet you. Cannot. There he is, Mother Loud.
Did y'all get a chance to see the video?
Yep.
Did y'all get a chance to see the video clip?
The video clip.
I got it.
My wife got it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I got it. All right.
Glad.
All right, then. Shalom, sister. We are so glad you came through and stopped with us, and we cannot wait to chop it up with you later.
Yes.
Shalom. Peace.
Shalom.
All right.
Let's go to that next music break.
Yeah.
Her video.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1 second.
Hell yeah. What's good, Aki? Remix. You got me on the whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa. Yeah. You got me on the whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa. Yeah. You got me on the whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa. Yeah. You got me on the whoa. Yeah, got me on the whoa. Yeah,
this is a remix on how you who remix my life. This is the remix, healed all my pain, now my life. Deep in my holy bag, and y'all say I'm reaching. I worship him over anything, is what I'm teaching. The sun glisten in my life like diamonds on my wrist. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I be a light to the world, the most high gave the gift. No switching lanes, got the green light, it's a go. I hit the gas, through walk of fire like whoa. Yeah.
You got me on the whoa. Yeah, got me on the whoa. Yeah, you got me on the whoa.
He's got me like whoa.
Yeah, got me on the whoa. Yeah, you got me on the whoa.
My life is like whoa.
Yeah, got me on the whoa. Yeah, you got me on the whoa. Yeah, got me on the whoa. Yeah, first giving all praises, he's amazing. Yes, I'm talking about Elohim, creator, sustainer, almighty. Through his wisdom, who created everything, made in his image, gotta make a difference. No limit to his power, made me a new creation. It's a celebration. Told her about, gave me a fresh start with a contrite heart. Hallelujah, had me like whoa, 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 whoa. So let your knees hit the floor in worship. You're gonna be like, whoa, he didn't, no, he didn't. No one like Yahweh. You got me on the whoa. Got me like whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa. You got me like whoa. You got me on the whoa. Remix. Got me on the whoa. You got me like whoa. Yeah. You got me on the whoa. You got me like whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa. You got me like whoa. Yeah. Got me on the whoa.
He's got me like whoa, like whoa, like whoa.
Got me on the whoa, got me on the
All right, let me see something right quick. I have a video, but for some reason I'm not hearing any sound from it. I got it. I'm looking at it right now because I want to run it. I don't hear the audio on it. I can figure this out. We'll run that video after we do our Beyond Critical Race Theory. So yeah, but yeah. Matter of fact, it's in the email. Check the Truth Be Told Flex podcast email. It's in there, and if you see it, see if your wife or somebody can hear it, and if so, maybe you can run it on your side because I'm looking at it, but I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got the volume turned up all the way too. Yeah. So, but yeah. So yeah, Shemayim, Kawal, we're gonna try to get that resolved for you tonight. We're gonna try to run that video if possible, if all possible. If it don't make it tonight, you best believe that it will be ran next week when we come on the show for show. But we want to thank you for the time that you came and spent with us. And yeah, so let's go ahead and go on with the rest of the show. We got a Beyond Critical Race Theory. What we got? Shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Man, we got a good one tonight. One of my boy, listen. When I seen this and come across this, I said, "Oh, we got to get this." The real Django, the Django,
The Django.
the Django, Dangerfield Newby. That was his name. Days right there. Dangerfield Newby is the actual man on which the movie Django Unchained is loosely based. He was a member of the John Brown Raiders. He joined the gang to save his wife Harriet and children from slavery. Dangerfield Newby, born 1815 and died on October 17th of 1859, was the oldest of the John Brown Raiders, one of 5 so-called Black Raiders, and the first of his men to die at Harper's Ferry, Virginia. Born into slavery in Fauquier County, Virginia, Newby married a woman also enslaved. Newby's father was Henry Newby, a landowner in Fauquier County. His mother was Elsie Newby, who was a slave and owned not by Henry, but a neighbor, John Fox. Elsie and Henry lived together for many years and had several children, although interracial marriage was illegal in Virginia. Dangerfield was their first child. Dangerfield Newby, his mother, and his siblings were later freed by his father when he moved them across the Ohio River in Bridgeport, Ohio. John Fox, who died in 1859, apparently did not attempt to retrieve Elsie Dangerfield or any of his siblings. Dangerfield's wife and their 7 children remained in bondage. A letter found on his body reveals some of his motivation for joining John Brown in the raid on Harper's Ferry. Now, Dangerfield Newby's wife, Harriet Newby, was the slave of Jesse Jennings of Arlington, Virginia. Newby had been unable to purchase the freedom of his wife and 7 children. Their master raised the price after Newby had saved the $1,500 that had previously been agreed on. Ain't that something? Because of all Newby's other efforts had failed, he hoped to free them by force. Harriet's poignant letters found on his body proved instrumental in advancing the abolitionist cause. Newby was 6'2", so he was a big dude. On October 17th, 1859, the citizens of Harper's Ferry set to put down the raid. Harper's Ferry manufactured guns, but the citizens had little ammunition. So during the assault on the raiders, they fired anything they could fit into a gun barrel. One man was shooting 6-inch spikes from his rifle, one of which struck Newby in the throat, killing him instantly. After the raid, the people of Harper's Ferry took his body, stabbed it repeatedly, and amputated his limbs. His body was left in an alley to be eaten by hogs. In 1899, the remains of Newby plus remains of 9 other raiders were reburied in a common grave near the body of John Brown in North Elba, New York. Dangerfield Newby's wife, Harriet, and her children were sold to a Louisiana slave owner after the raid. So there you have it, folks. Dangerfield Newby. The movie Django was loosely based off of. What do y'all think about that, man? I read that story. I was like, wow. Because I know people had said that Django was supposed to be real. Then people had said it wasn't. But when I came across that, though, I was like, wow. So, yeah, man. He had the money to get his wife, and they raised the money. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go down. I'm going to die for this, which, hey, that's what, you know.
Did they do anything different than what they normally do? I mean, they always move the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. So it don't surprise me that they did that. So I'm assuming that they was not expecting him to get the money. He got the money.
That's right. He got the money, and then they was like, "Oh well, I know we agreed upon 1,500, but look, it's 1,700 now, or whatever the number was."
Right.
And so I'm sure he was like, "Nah, y'all ain't about to, nah." Because in the movie, he came with the bounty hunter dude and went to Candyland.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't know he had come to get her. They was come for another Mandingo. But that's when Leonardo DiCaprio's character had found out that he was there for Harriet, and that's when things went crazy. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
I think the strangest thing out of all of that is it shows the character of them people. They strange, man. I mean, when you think about the things that they did to this brother after they killed him, man,
like what?
And they just let this brother body just lay in the streets. They just let this brother get ate by the hogs, and then from my understanding, from some things that my wife had found out about it, that after they finally got the body, they buried all of them in one casket. I don't even think they buried them.
So initially they took them and dumped them in a box and threw them in an unmarked grave. They didn't do anything with, no ceremony. They didn't tell the family anything. Nobody knew where they were. They eventually dug them up. Oh, wait. Before they buried them, they took 2 of the individuals and gave them to a university for them to do experiments and research on. They used them as basically like what do you call it? When you dissecting. They use them for dissecting practice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Them people strange, man. They strange, dude.
Yeah, that's
so the other thing that I learned, I don't know how far back you went and read about his history. So he was what they called a mulatto, right? He was a light-skinned individual. So his light skinness and who his dad was, because his dad was actually a white man.
Yep.
His dad wasn't his. So his dad didn't own the mom. Somebody else owned his mother, owned her, and they ended up together. They just weren't allowed to get married. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter who his dad was. They still saw him as a black man, and they treated him as such. Hence the reason he wasn't able to purchase his wife and his kids. He wasn't able to bring his family together. They did what they always do, try and keep us separated. So it was interesting reading that, because I went back and read some more information, did a little bit more digging on Mr. Newby. They did his family bad. They did them very bad.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, man, because one thing I know about Hollywood is that they just don't be coming up with movies, man. Everything that they come up with, they come up
real, man.
They be coming up with stuff that they know about, that they don't read about, and they put it in the movies, and they theatrics. We're gonna talk about some theatrics tonight as well. There's some of our stories that we got coming up, topics that we coming up, but that's exactly what it be. It be theatrics. So we appreciate that. We are a song behind, man. And were you able to hear that audio?
I couldn't hear it, bro.
That's crazy, because I can actually hear it on my tablet. So there is audio with it.
Audio to it. I heard it earlier when she sent it, so that's why I was like, "Oh, I just play it from here."
Yeah, I don't know.
But on the laptop, there is absolutely no audio to it whatsoever. So I don't know. But yeah, so that's how the cards fall. We not fit to stress over that too much. That video looked like it's pretty dope too. We're gonna have that video. That video is gonna open up for next week's show next week. That's what we're gonna do with that.
I watched the snippet of it that Delta had posted on IG earlier.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Okay, then. Yeah. So we're gonna get that video. We'll have that video. It's gonna open up the show next week. Let's go ahead and get to the first topic. We got to get another music break in too, though, because we are a song behind. We had to run one of our songs in that place right there, but we'll get this thing figured out. What we got, but not
crisis at the border. So I don't have a lot of notes on this, because this topic could go any direction. I just know for those of us who live on border states, more specifically in Texas, there's a lot to be said about what's happening here in Texas on our border. It's basically like floodgates have been left wide open. They're allowing any and everybody to come into this country, and y'all's president, not mine, y'all's president has decided that it's not that big of a deal. It's not really a problem. He doesn't understand Why the big fuss? Why the hoopla? And if you guys have been keeping up with, for those of you that aren't in Texas, if you've been keeping up with our governor Abbott, he's done some what I would call gangster moves, because as people are coming into the country, he has taken bus loads and plane loads of people and dropped them off in other places. And now that he's dropped them off in other places, he's gotten people's attention. But right now, one of the biggest issues that we're facing is there is an influx of people coming into this country, and we don't necessarily know who these people are that are coming into the country. We assume that they're all coming in from Mexico, that they're all Mexicans. But is that the right assumption? What do you guys think?
Go ahead. Okay, I'll go. You want to go? I go. Well, I'll go ahead and go. This is what I call it border, instead of border control, I call it border out of control. And my rebuttal basically is it to me, in my opinion, I believe it's all theatrics. Now, do I think, and I don't by no means do I endorse Governor Abbott, former President Trump, because Biden, nobody. I endorse the Most High. Mashiach, that's why the Ruach HaKodesh, that's why I endorse. So let's, all right, so neutral ground, independent. All right. So with that being said, I do believe that Governor Abbott is like, look, we're going to put up these barbed wire to protect our people in our state. Now, so with that being said, the article in the New York Times, it talks about the Supreme Court. So the president of the United States, instead of him just being able to tell the governor who he's the boss of, take the barbed wire down, because he already knew Governor Abbott is not going to do that. So President Biden, like a little kid kicking and screaming, he's like, hey, I'll just take it to court. So the Supreme Court, they backed Biden in the dispute with the Texas over the border barrier. It says the Supreme Court sided with the Biden administration on this past Monday, allowing federal officials to cut or remove parts of a concertina wire barrier along the Mexican border that Texas erected to keep immigrants from crossing into the state. The ruling was by a 5-4 vote, was a victory for the administration and the increasingly bitter dispute between the White House and Governor Abbott of Texas, an outspoken critic of President Biden's border policy, who has shipped busloads of migrants to northern cities. Like, again, it is now becoming a political fight. It went from keeping the citizens of Texas safe, which I get, family like you, pay taxes, work, raising their families. That's all Governor Abbott is saying. And instead of saying, hey, let's get a common ground and come to a common ground on this, now it's a Supreme Court fight. Now, what's funny is Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett, they are conservatives on the Supreme Court, y'all, and they joined the court's 3 liberals to form a majority, 5 votes, and help President Biden win that vote, man. Ain't that something? What you think about that? I know you got
makes
something.
no sense.
It makes that when I see, again, we always talk about on this channel, y'all. They always slip up. If I was them, I wouldn't even put that in there because people are like, wait a minute, what? So you got conservatives that was just sworn in under Trump that sided with the, like, I just, theatrics. And my main point is this, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, bro.
Nah, you good, brother. You good.
I think it goes a little deeper, and I'm gonna read an article that came out of the Pew Research Center that I had it and I lost it, and I'm thankful for one thing. BET got right this year. Y'all had the article on your page. I found it again, so thank you, BET, because I had lost it and they took it down. But here's the article I want to share with you real quick. It says the so-called black population has grown by 32% according to new research from 2002 to 2022. So you have to ask yourself, what as a so-called African American, so-called black or Israelite being in America, what are our true numbers? They say 50 million, they say only 40 million. Now, but with this right here, it says the black population has grown 32%, which amounts to 11 million people. In total, there are almost 48 million so-called black people in the country, according to a research study conducted by the Pew Research Center. That's not my research. Don't kill the messenger. Don't shoot the. I didn't. It's not my research, y'all. Mark Lopez, director of race and ethnicity work at the Pew Research Center, said the so-called black population is keeping pace with the growth of other ethnic groups who were subjects of the study. Since 2000, they have represented about 13 to 14% of the U.S. population of the nation. The number of Americans who say there are two or more races has gone up, and there has been a rise in the interrace marriage rate. Also, there have been more people saying they are so-called black or so-called Hispanic on census forms. Start right there, census. I don't do that. I mean, my family died that worker back in Charlotte years ago. Boy, every time they knocked at the door, everybody quiet. We know we don't do that. So my thing is, you say 48 million. How many of us do you really know? Look, my wife, Shaka Boom, she laughed because she know. She laughing in the chat. How many of us
you
don't
do better than me? I just tell them I ain't doing it.
Right, that's what we should have did. We be like, don't say nothing, y'all. Hush. But really ask yourselves, y'all. 48 mil. I think it's way more than that. I think it's way more. And my point is, with this whole migrant thing, I think they know their numbers is going down, which we know. We've heard them talk about that. And I think they have to keep us as the minority. And a verse comes to mind, and I'm going to close out. Exodus 1:9-14 comes to mind when I talk about this, because they also said another key. Here's the biggest threat, and then I'm a Exodus 1:9-14. Another key component discovered in the study is that Black Americans are here. This is the key. The youngest of all ethnic groups.
They say, okay.
The research says, another key component discovered in this study is that Black Americans are the youngest. Out of all the ethnic group, we are the youngest. Although just 12% were 65 or older, 30% of the entire Black population was below the age of 20. That means we're going to be here for a long time. That's what they're basically telling you in this. It says, when we look at the national Black population, they are relatively young compared to the nation's so-called white population, Lopez noted. For many young Black Americans, they play an important role in helping to diversify the workforce. Man, what you talking about? This terrifies them. I didn't say this. Again, this is not my word. This is what he wrote. He said this terrifies them, so they have to pad the numbers by letting other countries in or so-called migrants so we can stay the minority. Open your eyes, people. Exodus 1:9-14. Look, he said to his people, the Israelites have become too far numerous for us. He says, come, we must deal shrewdly with them, or they will become even more numerous. And if war breaks out, come on.
Right.
Come on. They will join our enemies, fight against us, and what? Leave the country. Now, what kind of parallel is that with what's going on in the world? Come on, y'all.
Right.
That verse came to me, and it goes on. They put the taskmasters and slave masters over us to process the forced labor, talking about shipwreck and poor, about our women being able to birth sons, and they wanted to kill the sons. Y'all can go read Exodus 1-9-14. But that passage is central, in my opinion, to this border crisis. I just read you. This is my belief on why they're letting the migrants in, is to keep us in the minority. Because they have to. And now it's becoming to hide that, mask that, they're making it theatrical and political. So with that being said, I yield. It's on you, man.
Yeah, man, I agree with you totally. And this goes to show you too how weird they are as a people. Because I can't remember who said it, and he said it so eloquently that we forgot who we are, but they never forgot who we are. And so if they stayed according to the script, they'll know that they really ain't got to fight to keep us a minority, because the Most High already said that you will be little amongst the heathens in which I scatter you. We are always going to be a minority. Look, we're not a minority worldwide. We're a majority. We are by far and large a majority. They are little. Go read the book of Obadiah. Obadiah tell you that Edom is the smallest nation amongst all nations. They are the smallest. They are very little. We are scattered. We're always going to be small.
Mono.
Just have 5 babies each, y'all down. Whoo, man. I done put my 4 in, bro. So
he said 5 more each.
Yeah, 5. That's what I'm saying. I'm not down. That's what I'm saying.
Great. Malcolm, you hear that?
Look here. The way this body is set up.
I had a piano over here. I'd be wrapping that joke up. I'd be folded up. Made me scared of that thing. I quit. I quit. Yeah. But another thing though, that I want to look at is, first of all, I got a video clip. Let's run that video clip that I have. This is from the government, and this is from August of 2023, right? But listen to what it is that she's saying. This is in Massachusetts.
She declared a state of emergency because all these hasta luegos coming.
The governor says there are over 20,000 people being temporarily housed across the state.
If you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family.
That's stupid.
Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need.
What?
Become a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center for more information on how you can step up if you're willing to have an additional family be part of your family.
These people that was on stage, how many families do you think they took in? They want American families to take in people who has not been vetted. They don't know who these people are. This is a very dangerous situation.
I remember we was broke. We used to live in California, right? Kevin rented
Wait a minute,
this
what are
room.
you talking about? Shut up. What are you doing?
When you rented that room with the Mexican family.
Turns out the dude that lived there killed somebody in there. It was on the news. Yeah, that's not fun. I got out of it a nick of time. As soon as I moved in, he was rolling his eyes at me. Talking about illegals, huh?
He said dangerous. This is a very dangerous situation.
Dangerous. It sounds dangerous.
Look here, man. Who that is with us live right now that will open up their front door, open up their house to individuals that they do not know and be like, hey, just come on. Look, if you live in major cities, you see homeless people on a daily. You driving, you see them. Have you ever had the thought to say, hey, you know what? I need to let them just come, it's cold out here tonight. It's cold out here. We need to bring them into the house. Have you ever had that thought, Ayo? You have had that? I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't had that thought.
I've had the thought, but there's no room in the inn.
So the thought stopped with just the thought.
Right. That is. I thought about it.
It was the thought.
In the end. Right.
Right. The world is, is good on good intentions. Now, this is the thing, man. President Biden, Greg Abbott, leftist of the leftists, rightist of the rightist. You know how we always say that you got the same bird but the wings are on the same bird. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling to myself that in real talk, that they got us thinking that they beefing when reality they really not beefing, man.
Yeah, no, they ain't beefing. That's theatrics.
That's exactly what it is, man. It's all theatrics, man. Look, Texas has transported over 102,000 immigrants. 102,000 immigrants. Overwhelmed. Texas borders, towns should not bear the brunt of Biden's border policies. Our transportation missions will continue to Biden secure the borders. Abbott wrote this on Post X. Now, you know, that's what we say. Look, you got the right, you got the left. Left liberals, everything go right. You need to work for yours and this, that, and the other. This is something that I've been saying for the longest, man. I Googled this here because I just wanted to know what the numbers are. Thousands of special interest aliens. Have you ever heard that term before, special interest aliens?
No. I've never heard
We fit to find out what special interest aliens are. What's wrong? Something wrong?
No.
Oh, okay then. It says thousands of special interest aliens for numerous countries, including the Middle East, have been arrested by Border Patrol agents while attempting to cross U.S. southern borders legally over the last 2 years, according to internal custom and border protections. Data leaked to Fox News. Now, definitions for special interest aliens. They are people from countries identified by U.S. government as having conditions that promote or protect terrorism or potentially pose some sort of national security threat to the U.S. Bro, I've been asking this question for I know at least 2 years. Who is all of these people coming over here? Who are they? Look, the best way to attack America is within. I've been saying this.
Yep, you have.
Ain't no nation gonna bring an army over here bearing a flag. Ain't no nation gonna have a fleet of planes flying over here. Ain't no nation crazy enough to bring a fleet of boats to our seas. So what are they doing? They coming in that border. So you got the right saying that they fighting against the left policy, but all the time these jokers are working together because the name of the show is It's All Unraveling.
It's all unraveling. Come on.
We are at the end of this thing, man. And they know that we are at the end of this thing.
Yep.
Are they numbers dwindling? Yes, their numbers are dwindling. Do they want to continue to be the majority? Yes, they want to continue to be the majority. But one thing that they know more than anything is that Judah's Messiah is on his way to come get them.
Come on, man.
Go read 2 Ezra chapter 13. It tells you that they looked and they was afraid of what it was that they was fighting, but yet they fought them anyway. Why? Because that was in their ruach. So what they're doing is they are allowed. I want to bag up these special interest aliens. Don't you know that these jokers leave the so-called Middle East, take a plane to Mexico, and they walk across the border as if they are Mexicans? And so you got the governor of Massachusetts telling their people, which is a blue city, which is telling their people, hey, just let these people up in your house. Who are all of these people that Abbott is shipping from Texas to Chicago, from Texas to Florida, these are enemies. These are soldiers.
And that's how they're, you bringing it out. That's how they're getting spread across. Come on, man. Wow.
That's exactly it, man. Check this out. Wow. I got some numbers here. Agents are also encountered 13,624 from, these are going to be some nations I ain't never heard of. Uzbekistan, 30,000 from Turkey, 1,600 from Pakistan, 164 from Lebanon, 185 from Jordan, 134 from Yemen, 123 from Iraq, 15,000 from a country I ain't never heard of that is called Marijuana. The data does not include information on how many of those migrants were removed or who were released into the U.S. with a court date. So who is coming over here? How many of these enemies of America make up that 102,000 that have been bust in other parts of our country? This is the question that I've been asking. Why everybody else is talking about, hey, we need to secure the borders because they coming over here and they getting free health care. Nah, you got straight up enemies over here.
Wow. That's you bring out something great, because again, we just talked about how in Django, how they make you think it's entertainment, but then you hear a story, it's based on something real. So all of these movies where you got them, are you ready to make the drop? Yes, let's go. And they all here under the radar in a vacuum. Look at Afghanistan a few years ago. It seems like it started then. Since then to now, all like you said, all of these other countries in the movies, do you have it? Yes, let's do it. And they be in all 50 states, all around the United States. And they push a certain mechanism or button at the same time. And now you wake up and there's 15 cities that's been devastated. And you'd be like, how did they get over here? Again, there are no paratroopers invading, none of that. But like you said, we can't do that. So we'll just cross the borders and come over here in the night.
We just we just see that happen in Tel Aviv.
Right. That's exactly. Thank you for bringing that back. Thank you, Most High. That's exactly what I mean. And
that's exactly what we just seen.
They've been in the movies, Mission Impossibles, Jason Bourne, Jason Statham, all those movies, Call of Duty games, all the games on Xbox and PS5. It's a protagonist, whether he's Russian or from Afghanistan or whatever, and you're trying to chase him and his minions from doing these things all across the U.S. and bringing London and the U.K. and Australia and the U.S. down. And it's happening right before our very eyes. Because like you just said, we worried about what the leftists are doing and what the right doing. They in cahoots. They in
cahoots. Exactly. Because you got to look at this, man. So the federal government, gave permission to Border Control to cut down the razor fence that Abbott is putting up.
Right.
Abbott say, well, if they cut it, we just gonna put it back up. What's happening in the meantime? More people still coming over here. So what you got is you got to fight. Our eyes are seeing a fight. Our ears are seeing a fight. See, Fox News is telling you that Biden is out of control with his loose border control laws. Fox News tell you that Abbott is doing right. You got 25 states that is side. When have you ever seen California side with Texas? California, Texas have
never. The biggest blue state in California, the biggest red state in Texas. And now
you see what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden,
facts are
right.
That's facts.
All of this is theatrics, man. So this is the thing in my mind, and I could be wrong. And this is one of those times where I hope that I am wrong, but I don't believe that I am wrong. At any time, it's gonna jump out. What we gonna do about it? Chicago is filled with these soldiers. That's what I'm calling them.
Yes. The White House has fallen. Same attack from the movie. They did
exactly.
It within. Jamel the Trump rallies. They did it within. Sorry. They did it within. The White House has fallen. Same attack from the movie. Olympus has fallen. All of those movies, man. They did it within. Somebody inside the camp, inside the crew, was working with somebody, and Jack Reacher, Jack Ryan, all those movies, man. While we were paying attention to entertainment, we're worried about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at the Super Bowl and this other stuff and the NBA and the NCAA and the transfer portal and this and that. Under the radar, you got the blue and red.
You know the scary thing about this? You got anything you want to say, but not on this?
No, I think what's been most interesting, and I had to step out for a second, so if you guys spoke on this, I apologize. I think what's been most interesting is finding out that a lot of those people that are coming over from Mexico are not Mexican. There are people from other Spanish descendants, if you will, but a lot of those people blend in with other nationalities.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you could have somebody from Iraq, Iran, some of those Middle Eastern countries that look a lot like our Spanish, Hispanic brothers and sisters, and they bring themselves over here to this country. There have been quite a few instances where they were stopped at the border, and where most of our brothers and sisters get stopped at the border and not allowed to move forward, not allowed to come into the country. They get, held up at the border. For some reason, they make it through. And because of the nature of what I do, you guys know I work in human resources. One of the things that we are learning is there are a lot of people in this country that are over here considered asylum seekers because there's stuff going on in their home countries.
Right.
So they're allowing them to come over here without going through all of the paperwork that they normally go through.
Yes.
They're not allowed to, they're not having to go through some of the strenuous processes. They don't get detained and held in cages. They don't get turned around. I'll never forget when the earthquake, natural disaster stuff happened in Haiti. And when they tried to come to this country, we flipped them around quick. You had men out there on horses with their whips, even though they said they didn't use them. They were just trying to scare them. No. They pulled those whips out, right? But we had Afghanistans who were allowed to come over to this country, kind of the same thing. Can you house? Can you host? Can you bring these people, over? We went even so far as to, and I say we, the country in general. Right. We went so far as to allow or put a ploy out or plea out to allow people to purchase Christmas gifts, to buy bicycles, to buy toys for these kids so it wouldn't be so bad for them. Do they even celebrate Christmas? Why are we putting our people in a position to tell them that we need to support these Afghanistani people that are coming over here? Weren't we fighting with them at one point? Why are we allowing them to come over? And they were quick to turn the Haitian community around. They put them on planes and shipped them back. Quick. They shipped them back quick. It was like a whole conference that they had to talk about how fast they could get them out of here. And that's exactly what they did. They sent them back to the country in deplorable conditions and had no remorse about it.
That Kamala Harris got on there and got before the mic and said, "Don't you even think about coming over here." Those was her words, just like that, man. Don't you even think about coming over here? And I'm gonna ask you a question, Ak, and I want everybody that is here with us tonight to think about this here. What is an American? So I'm asking that question when it come time for war. We letting all of these people come over here. We letting all of these people come over here in a land that is already a pot of gumbo. What is an American? See, if this was in China, the Chinamen would know who to fight and who not to fight.
Right.
Because the Chinamans, they all look alike. See? If this was in any other nation, they'll know who to fight and who not to fight because they all look alike. But over here in America, I'm asking you the questions. Just think about it. Who is an American? What is an American? So you letting all of these people come over here, and I'm more than sure that the majority of these people, they might get at that border and act like that they can't speak English, but I bet you these jokers speak fluent English, and so when they get over here, guess what they doing? They blending in. You working with enemies. Our kids are going to school with enemies.
Yeah. And that's the scary thing. And, the average person outside of this walk You be talking, they be at work talking about football, like I said, movies, football, not even knowing that it could potentially be in 6, 7 months, 2 years, or whatever, be the downfall of everything you've ever thought. And this is why I'm thankful that the Most High woke us all up to this marvelous light, because not to be fearful, but to be aware, because we know we depend on Him.
Right.
But we can sit here and make our families, ourselves, our families, and everybody else aware of. Just watch out for this. Keep your eye on this. Ask yourself the question, like Sheer posed the question: what is an American? What do you? Because we used to sea to shining sea. We used to sing that in school,
right?
But what does it mean to you now? Like,
right. I mean, a Russian know who a Russian is, right?
Right. You know,
a Polish know who a Polish is. Germans know who Germans is, right? But we got Germans and Polish and Russians over here that's been over here that call themselves American, and we call them Americans too. So when it come time for the rubber to meet the road, we ain't gonna know who to shoot at. We ain't gonna know who to get. But they gonna know because we have allowed them over here. Look, y'all think this Travis Kelce, I'm just to jump the boat a little bit, but it's still on the same topic because all of this stuff goes together. Y'all think this Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing just all of a sudden just naturally happened?
No. If you, y'all, it better not be nobody out there to think that. Y'all do.
This thing is planned.
Yes, it's planned. Absolutely.
And I'm finna show you why it's planned.
Absolutely.
This thing was planned to get more visibility on Taylor Swift so the world could see her, fall more in love with her. So now guess who she fits the back at the right time, just in the nick of time. Joe Biden.
Well, you know, they have a deal where he's asking her to promote voters to bring up voter registration and have people come out and vote. Yeah,
right.
It was strategic.
This is strategic
because y'all know if everybody didn't follow football, everybody know Travis Kelce dated sisters.
Yes,
and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
Right. He went 5 Mile Trailer Park.
You went Lily White. Like
8 Mile. My bad, Eminem.
How you go from French fry? I mean, how you go from what you had, a Nubian queen, and I get it don't mean the same to him, but go from that to a McDonald's French fry.
Yeah, she said she only wash her legs.
Right. She looked like it. She looked like it. But the point that I'm making is that they are destroying this place from inside out. I wish that I could remember the episode that I said the only way that this place is going to be destroyed, outside of what the Most High said that He is going to do. We know that that's going to happen. But the only way that this place is going to be destroyed is that they destroy it from the inside out. This is a machine that we live in. And it works on its own, which means you got to break it. You remember, when we was growing up, we had Tonka cars. Yep. I don't care what you do with that Tonka truck. I'm talking real Tonka. They ain't got real Tonkas like we had when we were growing up.
You couldn't tear them jokers up.
You couldn't tear it up. You got to break America. And that's exactly what they doing. They are breaking it.
They're breaking it.
And just to throw another little line screw in there for you.
How you not wash your legs? That means she take a bath at the sink.
Because what she said, when she washed her hair, she just let the shampoo run down her legs.
That's nasty. Travis Kelce, you nasty too.
Okay. But so what is Kamala Harris's background?
She one of them Indian people too.
Okay.
Indian.
Yeah. Do you know what Nikki Haley is?
Indian.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they was Yep, they were saying the other day, like you can't make this stuff up. Good job, sis, for bringing that out. Somebody was saying, and this was a conservative, was like, I think they were on Fox News. I was watching the video, and they was like, Nikki Haley, what would the American people still think of you if you ran off your original name? Her original name is like Nakartha something Nuaratha. It's an Indian name. And because he was like, would you think people would still vote for you if you went from Nikki Haley to your original name? And I thought about that. Because the mindset of America, all it takes is something like that for you to really realize, like, oh, like you said, Shira, is she American? You wasn't born over here. You might have was born over there, got here, and was raised here, but like you said,
her name is Ni Randhawa.
Yeah,
Ni Randhawa.
Like, if you didn't see her and heard that name, I promise you, 98.17% of America is not voting for her.
Right.
It's not
right.
That's just
she. If you guys get a chance, go check out her interview on the Breakfast Club this morning. She was on the Breakfast Club. You could tell Charlemagne, the guy, wanted to dig in and get at her about some things, but he had to be respectful of who he was talking to. Plus, how the show operate. He wasn't able to really get at her the way he wanted to, but you could tell he was trying. Go listen to her interview. It's very, very interesting, her take on some things. I'm not going to get into it, but if you have some time, just go listen to that interview.
Yep. And again, folks, the term is called special interest aliens. That's what they're called. We already know that the presidents are not elected, they are selected. Yep. And they are selected for a purpose, for a job. Obama's job was to bring in all of this homosexual gay rights and stuff that was put in place. So you're looking at Sleepy Joe, his job is to continue to tear this joker up, which is allowing all of these special interest aliens that are coming over here right now. And this is the thing, is that when they decide, you got to remember that them people that's over there, man, they don't fear death the way that we do. They don't look at death the way that we do. These people for real will put a bum on their back and they will let that joker go off and they don't care. And again, as Ayob said, we're not saying this here to put fear in nobody's heart. We're letting you know what it is, because we trusted in the Most High. But you got to think 102,000, and who's to say that number is correct? That number might be downplayed, because I'm just to land back on what Ayo was talking about with the numbers with the Black America, with the so-called Black Americans. Right. They've been lying about them numbers for years.
Long time. And now all of a sudden,
way more of us over here.
Oh, your numbers went up 32%. Man, it's way more than that. I talked to somebody
way more than that.
They say 48 million. Old cat at the store was like, man, it's probably 110 million or more. And I believe that. It probably is. It could be well around that number. And that's because you don't just report. You don't lie about the numbers and all of a sudden say, oh, from 2002 to 2022, you boomed 32%. Come on.
Right. Man. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
That decade? Come on, y'all. Come on.
So yeah, we, in a mug monologue, I mean gay everywhere. Just gay. Just
fouls.
All over the world. Fouls.
Oh man, boy.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, man. So that's that. That's my take on this immigrant thing. We're gonna continue to watch it. I'm gonna tell you this: they not gonna slow it down. They not gonna stop it. Greg Abbott gonna continue to seem like he the fighter for Texas and for the American people. Look, if you really want, I'm gonna tell you this: if you really was concerned about America, you wouldn't be taking out of them immigrants and shipping them off somewhere else.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You would not be shipping them off somewhere else. Little tidbit on the nation and how the nation is built. Every state is really its own country. I don't know if people know that or not. They're kind of like what you would call franchises. That's what they are. And every state pay a franchise state to the corporation of the United States, which means that every state runs off of its own independent state constitution. So if Greg Abbott wanted to keep them up out of this place, period, because they got to come through Texas to get anywhere. If Greg Abbott wanted to keep them out, he can do that there.
Yeah. That's why to stop it, Biden had to take him to court and just couldn't show up with 1,000 troops to stop it.
There you go. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why.
That's why.
That's why. So no, I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe, homie.
Nope. Ain't gonna do it. Not gonna be able to do it.
I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Y'all are allowing them to come over here for a reason, and by the time we realize what their reason is, too late. Too late. We got a song break. I dropped another one in there. We're gonna go to a song break. We're gonna come back with another topic. I don't know the name of the song. I don't even know who the artist is. I hope it's a Hebrew song and I ain't putting no R&B in there. We finna find out though. Go ahead. I just had to give us a song. So we finna find out if it's gonna be one of us or if it's gonna be Earth, Wind, and Fire. But go ahead and roll that song. It's that last one, baby.
Oh my.
Disclaimer.
I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. With Abba and Havan. 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 I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. With Abba and Havan. 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 Mimic disciples, the God is the Bible, the blood is so vital. We giving you waters that's living no now while cursing the head of a puny reptile and giving all praise to the heavenly Abba. As long as he's for us, and nothing can stop us. As long as this tour is all in our hearts, so we follow his path and we never depart. Showing love to the brethren, getting rid of all of the leaven, trying to be better than flesh. We battling every day, stabbing it with the sword of the word. We breaking the curse, we showing the world with the salt of the earth. The first will be last, the last will be first. We giving you all of the truth. Maybe that you will be one with it too. Woo! I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. With Abba and Havan. 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 I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. With Abba and Havan. 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 Mashiach prayed one day that we would be a god. With him and I, the grind won't stop until well done is heard. So we don't run, we just praise Yahuda, the name. Our Yah, he reigns forever and ever. No ark can cover or neither umbrella. Best believe that we take heed when Abba he speaks. We on our knees. Yo, can I 17 give us a remedy? Walking the steps of the heavenly building. Embedded me 517 be the path of affinity. Hallelujah, if you're feeling me, hallelujah, hallelujah. I had to say it again, giving all praise to him. Pray that I'm deep, where did he even come in? See, even man with the roof, what haven't changed up your boots? Even to do what Yahushua would do. This is nothing but the truth. Yahushua said do what he commanded you to. This message is brought to you via Abba Yahu, courtesy of the root. Yahushua. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. With Abba and Havan. 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 I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. I'm trying to be a god. With Abba and Havan. With Abba and Havan. With Abba and Havan. With Abba and Havan. With Abba and Havan.
Yeah. So I guess I picked something right then.
Yeah, Reggie in the building.
Yeah.
Reggie Kodette in the building.
Reggie gonna be at the Drip and Sip as well.
Yeah, he was here last week. We chopped it up with him for a little bit.
Exactly. We got a couple of more artists that's gonna stop through next week.
Yeah.
You got to be here to find out who it is. But yeah, so
gotta tune in. Stay
gotta
tuned
tune in. Exactly. But yeah, so that's that on the border. We cannot forget too that we are in an election year, which means I don't hold nothing against these people right now, man. They subject to go all out and do the most in order for them to get what it is that they trying to get. So that's that. What we got next on the docket, baby?
right. I think I'll present it this way first and then kind of get into it. Sergeant William Jerome Rivers, Specialist Brianna Alexandria Moffitt, and Specialist Kennedy Landon Sanders. If you don't know who these individuals are, these are the three military personnel that were killed over the weekend by a drone attack. Initially, the drone attack was, they were confused as to who did it. They were confused as to where it came from. I want to say the Wall Street Journal is first broke the story and reported that there was some confusion as to where the drone came from. They thought it was friendly fire. They thought it was our own drone. Turns out it was not our own drone. And it's interesting that you threw out there that this is an election year. What better way to get things jumping by doing something like this? What is most disturbing to me, though, is that there were containers that these individuals were staying in, living in, as a result of being overseas. And they're like 350 Americans that are housed or stationed over there. And of the 350, there were 47, I believe, injured, and the three that were killed, obviously you see they are Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world did that happen? How in the world does that happen? And I'll turn it over to you guys and let you guys give speak on it more specifically.
You know, that Iran denied that they was behind the drone attack, right? Of course, I was going to say, of course, but hold on. They denied that they was behind the drone strike that killed the 3 U.S. troops at the military base in Northeast Jordan on Sunday. But Iran-backed militia base in Iraq said that it carried out 4 attacks in that area. So, and the reason why I brought that up is because this may sound so anti-American, right? But there's something in me that believe them. Look, I ain't steal your car. No. I'm gonna take. I ain't breaking your house, but I did steal your car.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know who broke in your house, but I stole the car.
Right.
You see individuals when they get cuffed by the police, they go in and the police is asking them about a murder. But let's say, man, I don't know nothing about no murder. You know, hey, look, I robbed an individual. You know, I done sold dope to somebody. I ain't killed nobody, right?
Right.
Iran denies that it was behind a drone strike that killed the 3 U.S. troops, but Iran-backed militia based in Iraq said it carried out the 4 attacks in that area. Could this have been a false flag? Is it plausible that this could have been a false flag for nothing more for the black vote?
Yes. That's my...
Look at the timing.
It's in an
right around the 1st of February.
Yep. Right.
What the world called as Black History Month. So now you got Sleepy Joe all on the phone with the family, telling the family, I was looking at it on the news, that they're going to be buried with honor. Oh, that is so great. That is so great. That's the best news I done heard. Your baby just done got killed. If you don't think that America would do something like that, don't forget 9/11. Go ahead, Doc.
Man, I had my notes and I don't know what happened to them, but my main thing was based off of what you just said and what Banal Shalahaya was saying. It is an election year, and out of all the people that this could have happened to, not 1, not 2, but 3, all of them was us. So my question is, we talked about it on this channel. We talk about it all the time. We bring up the verses all the time. Matthew 24, 9 Matthew 24. Nation shall rise against nation. It talks about that, right? It talks about wars and rumors of wars. It talks about being deceived. I mean, this has got deception written. I don't even know how else you could look at it. Today I saw, just as you was talking about that shit, that reminded me of Marjorie Taylor Greene, which we've talked about, the conservative Republican congresswoman on this channel before. Real famous for getting into it with a lot of people and being real vocal and being a Trumpian and all that. But one of the young ladies' father told her to stop using my daughter's name. And now the politicizing has already begun. Like you said, Biden hopped on the phone, Sleepy Joe, 246 years old, and hopped on the phone and calling the mama, oh, they're going to be buried with honor. Oh, thank you. That's the best news. That's the best news. How about hearing your baby call you now? My condolences and my heart goes out to the family in this time of grief. I'm not saying this to mock or anything. I'm just saying,
facts.
Think about this in your mind. I get it. It's the president call you. I understand, but think about it, y'all. Like in an election year, the father has already having us make a video. They had to go on to Good Morning America. He had to say it. Look, Marjorie Taylor Greene and congressmen, don't use my daughter's name for politics. My daughter is gone now. And if you think, Sure asked a question earlier, what is an American? If he is considered an American, you wouldn't think that he would have to tell another American that they would have sympathy enough to not do that. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, you know what she said, y'all? And I paraphrase because I don't have my notes in front of me. She said, those three that lost their lives would have rather lost their lives guarding the border. That's what she said. That's what she said. Now, these are three grieving families. She said that today or yesterday. I was like, wow, that's kind of like, man, you can't say that.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done now. So deception, nation rise against nation, wars and rumors of wars. Man, y'all don't be deceived. False flag, election year. Just so happened that all three, like, come on, y'all. And my heart goes out to the families. I'm sending peace, love, and comfort because I cannot imagine getting that phone call. I can't imagine. And I got young daughters. I got a 25-year-old son. I got daughters that's old enough and a son old enough to be in the military and be in the reserve. So with that being said, I yield. But yeah, I say deception.
So I hadn't heard the comment from Marjorie Taylor Greene. I hadn't heard that comment, and I agree. My disrespect,
right?
Complete, total lack of humanity. There was no. It didn't sound like there was any kind of remorse for what happened, even if you're not the one who did it. Just the lack of compassion in that particular time. When a family is grieving like that, nobody wants to hear the family, these individuals would have rather died this way. I think that just shows a complete lack of being in touch with humanity, basically. But the one thing I think about, especially considering the fact that they said they would have rather died this way, I'm willing to bet that those two young ladies that died were only there so that they had a career and possibly to pay for college later.
Yep.
Yes, there you go.
Yep.
The other individual was in his 40s, which means
career.
That's his career. That's what he chose to do. But you don't have too many of us now joining the military because we understand what comes with joining the military. Most of us who still do that generally do that because we know it's a way to pay for education. It's a way to get a degree. There's a way you can come out of it and be successful on the other side. If you're in your 40s, late 40s, mid 40s, and you're in that, you got into that thing for career reasons,
Right.
or even if you didn't, you're still in it. That's now your career.
Right.
You are a career-driven military person, if you will. They wouldn't have rather died anywhere. They
Right.
would have rather come home.
Be with their
Right, because
family.
one of their fathers said that he had no worry about his daughter because of the position that she was in. Right, it was like no worry at all. That was the last thing that was on his mind, that she would have died like that. And this is the thing, man. This is why one of the reasons that I call false flag on this is because we got to think this is America. We supposedly not on paper, we have the baddest military in the world. That's on paper. Not saying that it is the baddest. I'm saying on paper, right? On paper, we have the baddest military in the world. Somebody is responsible for the deaths of those people. You say that they said that where is it at? I got it right here. Oh man, I just looked at it. It said that it was flying slow and low like a US drone. So therefore they didn't know what type of drone it was. Look, that's unacceptable. I got it right here in front of them. I can't find it. That's unacceptable. You the US military, right? If you got questions about it, what are you supposed to do? Shoot it down.
Right. That's it.
If it's questionable, shoot it down. Who is responsible for the lives of these people? And don't tell me Iran. No, the person who was on watch when this drone came in is responsible for the deaths of these people, man.
Right. Because with the technology, man, you was talking about this the other day, with the technology and camera technology, you mean to tell me you can't zoom in?
That's right.
You ain't have a camera to hone in and see a Iranian or Iranian flag or US flag, or they got cameras that can dial in on the serial number on your car, on the VIN tag from the street light. So I know they could have told, or like we was talking, or did y'all get it mixed up because it looked like a US drone because it was one of the drones we had that you sold to them?
That you done sold. There you go.
Well, listen to the excuse or the what they're trying to pass off as a possibility. So it says U.S. personnel are exploring the possibility that the group responsible for the attack deliberately positioned the weaponized drone near a returning American drone to make it harder to spot. So it goes along with what you said. Did it look like one of ours to begin with for them to even say to make it look harder to spot? A key question for investigators is whether the U.S. drones were being flown in a predictable pattern, departing and returning at roughly the same time, such that outsiders might have noticed and exploited it. Isn't one of the key components of being military is basically to be incognito?
That's right.
That's why.
That's right.
How are you flying drones and not you're making the same trips, you're making the same patterns that somebody else picked it up? But either way, my point is that's the argument that they're trying to present to say that that's a possibility as to why that drone was able to sneak in and make the attack and they were unawares.
You know what this sounds like? Y'all remember on training day when Alonzo and his boys got in the house and get that money and they was trying to go over what to tell
That's
their
right.
superiors what happened?
Right.
That's what this sounds like.
Right.
They're trying to get their story together.
They're trying to get their story together.
Right. What I was finna say, it sounded like was Mrs. Jones. We meet at the same cafe every day.
Every day.
You know,
it's crazy. Somebody responsible, and they trying to either cover it up because it's either if this come out, it's gonna make America look crazy.
right. But the thing is that I honestly don't think that they care. I mean, we got to look at the history of this place. I got a book, man. I have a book. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it talk about all the false flags that this place has done and has attempted to done. When Kennedy was in office, they was trying to shoot down a dadgun plane and blame it on Cuba. Kennedy was like, "No, we're not doing that mess. We're not doing that." So this is not something that goes beyond them in what I'm saying. And we got to think, out of all of the people that's in the military, right? 3 black soldiers, 3 in February in election year. Come on now.
Like I said, they know that we have been talking in Chicago and New York and California and all across the country. They've been hearing us saying we're going to flip blue states red. We're not voting for Biden. They've been hearing that. And we said a while back, I don't know the episode, but we said, watch them try to come up with some diabolical plan to get us out to vote.
You see? You see?
And here it is.
So all they need is, 2 sisters, 1 brother done got killed. All they need is Biden, but Biden ain't even got enough strength to bring on a rally to get the troops ready to go fight like Bush did. Remember 9/11? Bush had everybody amped up. Boy, Bush.
No, Biden come out with an ice cream cone in his hand. He always look like he mad.
He be forgetting that he forgot.
Yeah, he has no strength, and this is Matthew 24:4-8. We talk about take heed that no man deceive you, and this right here is another level of deception.
This is another level of deception right now. There's no way I believe any of the 2 stories that we have went over tonight. To me, both are full of malarkey. Did I say it right? Is it malarkey? It's malarkey. It's malarkey. It's full of malarkey. I don't believe either one of them. As we said earlier in the show, they are deliberately turning this thing up. They are deliberately turning it apart. For reasons that we know, because we got a 1611 King James, and the Most High speaks to us as Jacob. All praises to that. So they ain't pulling nothing over our shoulder. And that's one of the things that they are afraid of as well. They are so afraid of us that's waking up to the truth, because we come to the knowledge of who we are, we come to the knowledge of who they are. And as we come to the knowledge of who they are, we starting to realize, well, these jokers been hyenas all their life.
The other part of that too is, as we start to recognize who we are and who they are, we start telling the masses who they are.
Facts.
So people who may not necessarily be in the same positions as we are now saying, wait a minute, these are the folks that I trusted. This is the government that I thought was for me, and they're recognizing this government ain't for me.
Right.
It's not about me.
Right.
It never has been.
Right.
So yeah, we're waking up way too many people for them.
Right. We've always talked about how we didn't have this growing up, but now that we're parents of children, we can give the truth and the waking up to the marvelous light to our children. And you heard it in the article. 30% of the entire Black population below the age of 20. That is the threat, because if that population get this truth,
man,
bruh, that is the scariest thing. That's scary.
For real.
That
is monologue has his way. We gonna keep adding to the population.
Man, that brother ain't gonna have his way in the house. In the house of Shia.
He said a piece.
Nah, he didn't say 5 more together. He said
a piece.
That's 15. That's 15 just between the 3 of us.
That's a lot of work, man.
Yeah. I used to think that brother loved me. Brother ain't got no love.
I'm telling you, 5.
Yes, indeed, man. But yeah, it was a great show tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ayo. Thank you, Banash Alahaya. Thank you, Shemayim.
Yep, Shemayim.
And Harvest. Harvestry.
J. Joel.
Sister Joel. Brew News, Light, Hebrew Magazine. Hey, Nation of Israel, we are rising, brother. We really is, man. And I am most proud to be a part of this. The Most High has been good. We just gonna continue to do what it is that we do. Next week, we got 2 more artists that's gonna come and sit down and visit with us. We cannot wait. We got Hundo still coming up. We had to pull that back for a little bit, but we got it together now. So he's going to be coming up. Big homie Yerp, if you around and you can hear the voice, truth be told, is going to be reaching out to you real soon as well. Gonna try to get you on. Jamil the Trunk Rattler.
Got to get you back in and talk about that new album. These new albums. Man, my aunt been dropping music.
I was finna say that brother, he like Prince.
He done dropped 4 albums in the last 4 months. I'm like, man.
Say, man. That brother, he's staying in the lab.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. We got to get you back on here.
Yama, we have been missing you. Glad to see you back.
She said she had a shirt on too. She had a shirt on watching the show.
All praises. Q Battle, thank you for all your support as well. Shaka Boom 80, thank you as well. Everybody that is here at the Truth Be Told Flex Podcast, we want to thank you. We will see you guys next week. We got to close the song. I got to close the song, or did we play that in that thing?
No. I got you.
Okay, then, yeah. So we finna jam out as we leave this place.
Twice out.
Oh, praise to the top. Whipping like I run it from the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock. I'm blessed. Oh, praise to the top. Whipping like I run it from the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock. I'm blessed.
To the host with the most, no cap. Got a lot of love to show, and it with a double tap. On hearts, no space, love him all of my days. His thoughts are higher, gaining all of his ways. Made it out the mud, through the pain and the grief. Like a vegan lifestyle, no beef in the streets. That's a blessing now these days. Show the most high's love will go a long way. I'm a servant, he the light. Do this R&B thing, I'm the plug, he the light. Got all my spectacles, cause my blessings out of sight. Make it weary, don't mount up and take flight. The Ruach move me, yeah. Oh, the Ruach soothe me, yeah. Stay wavy and groovy. He make my life just like a movie.
Oh, praise to the top.
School.
From the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock. I'm blessed. Oh, praise to the top. Whipping like I'm running from the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock.
Thankfully, y'all was with me when my tank was on E. Ups and downs, they keep me balanced, helps me stay on my feet. All that I have is all I need. Until I have more, what's mine is for me. I'm happy to say that I'm never in need. I limit my wants cause they make me compete. They say you good? I say yes. How have you been? I say blessed. They say I come up on some hard times. Then you got me say less. I'm just cut from a different cloth. You can't stitch me to any garment. I look on high for direction while people trusting in garment. I earned my stripes and I wore them like old Adidas. So when my soul is fragile and worn like older sneakers, I pour my thoughts on wax and you blaring them over speakers. Of course, I will be fine. I got faith like them old believers. Believe me, I'm not conceited. I know the Creator sees me. With him backing me, these problems like breakfast, they over easy.
Making sure I give all praises to the top. Bold as a lion, young David with a rock.
Oh, praise to the top. Whipping like I run it from the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock. I'm blessed. Oh, praise to the top. Whipping like I'm running from the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock. I'm blessed. Oh, praise to the top. Whipping like I run it from the cops. I ain't gotta worry about no ops. Young David, I stay with the rock. I'm blessed. Oh, praise to the top.
All praises.
Whipping like I'm running from the cops.
That's twice out. I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
Yes, I am.
That's all right.
Even though I'm going through.
Oh, it's 20 out.
Oh, praises. We want to say thank y'all and see us next week.
Tell her twice out. What's that? Peace out. Twice out. Peace out.
Peace out. Okay.
Very good. Peace out.